Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Fresmelin, and today we're continuing on with just normal Hades.
My blade.
The main reason I thought I'd go back to this is because
What infernal forge created you?
there is a lot of differences. We'll probably just go with the normal Zacharias one. And I might as well actually put one in there just to give it a little bit of boost to attack speed and movement speed. I think it's actually worthwhile to upgrade this. I can. There we go, max it out. Because upgrading that is going to be a little bit more useful. I'll pick up my Thunder Trinket and we'll continue. And I got an achievement for maxing that out. Cool. I believe we still have to only do Heat 1 because, yep, I haven't done everything on Heat 1 yet. So let's jump in.
Wretches of the underworld, take heed.
I mean, this video here is currently kind of just for me because, let's see, Dash Strike hits twice. Cool, I'll take that. Mainly because of the fact that I still want to continue with this, and the other thing is like there is a point of which I want to be with this game before I kind of like stop playing it or putting it up on the channel. But if people still want me to play it, I will still play it. Which is kind of the point of what I'm doing here. Cool.
Gemstones and a little extra for Charon.
So yeah. I mean, I'm absolutely loving Hades too. The difference is, though, as you can see here, like, yeah, I have a cooldown dash, but I got a lot more movement in compared to Hades 2. And because it sounds silly, but a lot of the movements are very snappy. So it is something that is a lot different from Hades 2 compared to standard Hades, and yeah, it's something that I just noticed because I can actually buffer inputs and also animation cancel, which is something I can't do with the normal Hades at the moment, with Hades 2. So it is something that I thought I kind of like maybe use this video to demonstrate on why that is kind of important in how you're playing the game. Like, it doesn't seem all that important, but it kind of is for the movement and the pace of the game. Now, with the axe weapon, which we test out on stream, again, kind of a savage plug, but haven't seen the streams. I'm trying to stream more often again, and currently playing a bit of Hades 2, so yeah. I probably haven't been streaming on Tuesday, which will be about 6 GMT, or your regional equivalent. So if you want to watch me kind of play Hades 2, we've got quite far on the streaming account that I made, or the streaming one. So yeah, come and watch me with that. I mean, we actually got to Chronos, which was kind of interesting. And on that stream, when I do start it Tuesday, the first thing we'll be doing is doing a surface run, because I've unlocked stuff for that as well.
Nephew, I wanted to mention, it was odd how by every account you'd come quite close to breaking free from there at last of late, only to be abruptly cut off from our contact. I suppose having suffered some ill fate. Perhaps your realm's guardian, Cerberus, is even deadlier than reputed.
Yes, he completely is. The chain strike seems interesting to go for, but I'll go with the Thunder Dash first, because I might get a better one to buff my attacks up, which is kind of what I want to do. And for the dash strikes and that sort of stuff.
I ask you listen, but not speak of some Hades, whilst the Olympians, they do not ask at all. They merely send their messages to you unprompted, providing a choice of blessing, but no say. I seek to understand their point of view, but it is difficult.
Again, I can see where the new design for Chaos has come from compared to the older one. I like the older one because it's very kind of out there in the design, while the newer one is more humanized. Still keeps some of the good stuff there, but it's interesting, I will say that much. We'll take the favor, because gaining bonuses there, and yeah, we'll go straight into this fight. Getting some crit on my attack would be quite nice. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I enjoy all the games I play, those when I play them, you know. It's just
One less giant evil crystal then.
You've become a right accomplished vermin hunter, Zagreus. Maybe you'll get to use those skills against worthier creatures soon enough.
That's exactly what we wanted there, Deadly Strike. Just like things like taking damage in this isn't as punished in the other one. Plus, technically so far, your life total you start off with is very small.
Who's next?
So it's something to watch out for. Oop. And you can have ways to kind of gain that life total back as well. So I feel like the enemies don't deal that much damage in this in comparison. But, I mean, that probably eventually will change. Like, stuff will get a little bit different, get better. I mean, it's only in early access currently, so it's not like it's that bad.
Charon's shop.
I'll take the health here.
Use this.
And we'll take the healing. I am very tempted. Extremely tempted. But we don't have the setup I would like to try and do that. Not yet, anyway.
That's it.
But yeah. And I just want to remind myself as well, just on the differences of the game. Not that bad differences, just it is very different. And this is kind of why, if the game stays where it is...
Power of the gods.
Do that.
Zesty.
Oh yeah, I can't earn any gold at the moment, can I? Funny. If the Hades 2 stays in this realm it currently is in, I could quite easily see this game still maintaining its value, in a way. Like, it's still a game you should be playing, and it is still enjoyable to play. Hades 2 doesn't take anything away from Hades 1. Hades 1. Never thought I heard myself say those words.
My boon from chaos is transformed.
You know, I think it still have the kind of synergistic effects between the two, like... And how they've kind of, like, integrated it between, like, how the first one goes is kind of interesting as well. But yeah, like, the chaos that you get from this is not the same. You have to be very methodic with Hades 2. Between that and there's stuff like this, where... I think, how far can I go from here? There you go. So, I can be halfway in here, and I can get across to here. My dash is not that long. See? My dash is not that long, and if we do this from, say, the edge, my dash doesn't get me halfway across that gap. Okay? It just doesn't. There's no way I fall into the pit. And in this game, it gets me across. So with the new one currently, and I've said this a few times, the new one doesn't allow you to jump gaps that you normally thought you would do with the standard Hades. So that is also a niggle of mine, I would say.
I got one.
I mean,
Hellfish.
that dodge mechanic and being able to cross certain gaps within range and stuff like that, that's a bigger difference rather than the pace of combat. Like a massive difference, to the point that I think it's actually a bad thing.
Well, I've got to admit, you're really frustrating, you know, Redblood. What is it going to take to make you scream, hmm?
What, you mean to say Meg never told you? And here I thought you two were close.
Well, we'll find out. I've got plenty of ideas left I've been meaning to try.
But yeah, I mean, as far as it goes, it's a very easy fix, you know. It's not like a drastic issue. Like, I mean, it's still an issue, but like I don't think it ruins the game or anything like that. It's just something where, in comparison to how we used to play, to how we got the option to do it now, it is a pretty impactful and noticeable problem. So in my opinion, it's something that kind of needs to be addressed. Hopefully with the first update, whenever that comes out, it gets addressed there. Man, I'm taking a lot of damage in this fight. It's why I don't like the sword that much. And those cyclones always seem to be staying around her. There we go. Like, I know the game's hard, and it's meant to be hard.
She's tough.
Like, I'm happy with that. That's great. I'm for a more difficult game. But the dodge mechanic is probably the one thing where I kind of draw the line and go, that's kind of annoying.
Electro fail.
Keepsakes hold power.
I'll pick up that one, because I would like to continue using it. I keep all my boons so far. Can we put something here? Healing's pointless. Now we'll keep all those. Actually. Damage to armor. Always hit armored enemies, so it's just a thing I'll always buy. But yeah, I think it's really interesting. I like the slower paced combat. The difficulty is kind of nice as well, because it's a random change of pace, especially when we first started playing it. Once you adapt to it, it's not too bad actually. But it can be very punishing. So, because enemies in Hades, just the standard version, they tend to not have any combo attacks or attacks that kind of will hit you multiple times in quick succession unless they're ranged. And even then there's good spacing between them where you have enough time to avoid one and not get hit by others. Yeah?
Just what I wanted.
Did Artemis manage to locate you already, boss? She's pretty good at that, I have to say. I'm faster, but she's fast. She's pretty fast, all right.
But yeah, there's a lot of differences which I don't know, I enjoy it all. Become sturdy. Let's become sturdy, take less damage. Oh, okay, interesting. I think the restoring some life will be useful. Will make me kind of very sticky, as it were. Always hit the events. Events are worthwhile, and I can upgrade both the boons I currently have. Make them heroic.
Can catch my breath.
Hey. What'd he say, hun? I mean about the song. Bet he loved it, didn't he? But I don't know for sure, and I've been wondering. Kind of a lot, I guess.
No need to wonder any longer. He sings it beautifully around the house sometimes. It has a sadder sound to it than when you sing, but you've inspired him again. As you've done many times before, from what I know.
Ah, so it's a hit is what you're saying then. I had a feeling about that one. Sometimes you put some words together, and right then and there you know you've got something special.
Yeah, upgrade 2 random boons of yours to the next rarity. We'll take that.
Oh, good choice there, hun.
So good.
So yeah, now that's got massively upgraded, which is nice. The other thing I think I enjoyed in the difference is just the difference in the controls for a controller. I play with controller, and Hades 2 kind of nailed the differences to make the improvements, which was nice. But yeah, I mean, it's enough to say that the game is really good, and there are differences. So if you're like a massive Hades fan, it's something to watch out for. Is it a deal breaker? Not really. But if you're kind of that person that doesn't like change, it can be.
Hear me on my authority.
Special crit steal, even more damage to armor. No, take the special bone. The bone. Special boon. But yeah, between that, like for me, I'm trying to adapt to streaming while playing a game that I normally don't look at chat for, which that's been kind of entertaining in itself.
Peace and quiet.
Not because like it's difficult, but mainly because of the fact that when I'm ever focusing something, my mind tends to go blank a bit. So yeah, these guys here, you can see that the attacks aren't fast. And although you can get hit by one, you can dodge out quite nicely. And there are ways to get around stuff, like the movement is enough for you to help you avoid getting hit. Between that, like, I can destroy projectiles. It's a small thing, but it makes a difference, trust me. Like when stuff like that ends up happening, it becomes the lightning effects jolt enemies. That's pretty good. We'll pick that up with my dash, being able to cause the lightning strikes as well. It's subtle nuances, but I need to like do other recording, play other games and stuff like that. And to be honest, as I was playing Hades 2, I thought to myself, you know what? Let's get back into normal Hades. You're dead anyway if you attack. Cool. I do like this, actually. I'm critting loads.
So close.
All I need now is just my attacks heal. That would be great.
Some nectar there. Which path?
But yeah, I know for a fact that the team is probably looking at all the things, looking at all the feedback they get for it, and a lot of the stuff I said was probably stuff that's going to be universal. There's no way of kind of hiding behind other things as they were. If I take this, I can't get Doom in the normal way anymore, so there's no point in me buying it. Just take the upgrade. Jolt damage being increased, that seems pretty good, but I'd rather just get an increase in my special. And then buy that because it's also healing. But yeah, I mean the differences are both good and there's some bad ones, but that's because it's in alpha, so stuff will probably end up changing anyway based upon feedback and criticism and stuff like that, which is... Which is why I think sometimes an alpha phase is a good thing. Because you'd be surprised in just like how many times people will take the alpha and take the beta versions and they don't actually do the thing they should be with it, you know? Like the whole point of a phase like that is so the fact that you can kind kind of get around this sort of issue where you have these differences and people aren't happy with how the game is going or stuff like that. But yeah, this sort of faster paced combat, a lot different, which don't know what people are thinking about it. I mean, you guys can tell me what you guys think of it in comparison. Like, do you prefer the first, just standard Hades, or you liking the way Hades 2 is at the moment? Or can you appreciate the differences between them both? Because that's my biggest thing. Is, although I play games because I like playing them and stuff like that, the main thing is, like, it's nice to play games that people enjoy and people like to watch as well. So, if you guys enjoy particular games that I have and want to play, I'm going to want to play those more often. So I kind of need to know if you guys actually like, yeah, we prefer you playing Hades 2, we prefer you playing Hades 1, we prefer you playing both, like, whichever. I mean, I still put Hades 2 content up while it's popular as such.
No?
Either way, and I'll still be playing it probably myself anyway, because I enjoy it. It's just whether it's worth me recording it or things like that. But while I play it, I will record, because I always do that anyway. I would love to take that, but we're not going to take any runes without taking damage anymore. Or do we keep this on? Well, why not take the Black Shawl? Why not? Restore life, don't need. My attacks are more effective to start off with. Yeah, sure. That's the other thing as well. Like, I find that I spend more gold in this than I do in the new one as well. I can get more gold, but I spend it in unusual places. I think, like, some of the stuff is just more expensive, or stuff seems to happen quicker, so, like, you spend it quickly. This is what we want. I would like to hit the life. Life would be really useful, but I think the weapon upgrades are important enough within normal Hades that they're actually worthwhile you picking up. I don't think I actually have liked any of the pickups that I've had within normal Hades. Well, in Hades 2. I think the main reason for that is just yeah, so stuff like that, like, I'm not stun locked into it. That's an amazing crit, that. So my attack becomes a big chunk, deals 90 base damage, plus the crits and everything else would be, like, really good. Like, that seems brilliant. Dealing 5% of my gold seems ridiculous in the sense that I end up having crits that I could be doing, like, really high base damage. So at the moment I do 15 attack speed, stuff like that. Like, Supernova's fine. It is fine. But World Splitter and Hoarding Slash are the two I'm thinking of here. Mind you though, Supernova's fine in the sense that if I end up using it, I can use it on a bigger thing. Plus 20% damage and wider area. Does deal with mobs I can't deal with normally. Okay. We'll take Supernova because I think it's the safer option. I chickened out. You know. We chickened out. Cool, backstabs do a lot of damage. yeah. I mean, other than that, like, I mean, there's plenty of other games I want to play. I think Ghost of Tsushima's coming out next week? Something like that, I believe.
Sharpen my senses. Anything I need.
No. Could gain gems, but I don't see the point. Taking 2 boons that I want, that is what I will go for. Maybe get the duo boon, that'd be nice.
One god or the other.
Sorry, Artemis is the way to go. Always is. After you do a crit, foe is marked. Yep. Damage a foe near it is marked. Okay. So it might mark other targets and stuff like that. The cast is kind of pointless. I could get that, which would bonus like 3% crit to everything, which again isn't bad. Take pressure points, why not?
Nephew, when presented with a choice to side against me or not to be such a fool, do be sure to choose the latter next time, hmm?
Forgive me, Uncle. Now he's angry.
Yes, the good old I now it's going to take damage from everything. Oh, really? That's going to spawn more in? I hate the shield enemies, just the fact they have shields. No, you're not.
Alright, this is becoming unproductive, Zagreus. As you were.
Haven't seen that happen in the new one. Lightning bolts have a chance to strike twice. That seems pretty good, actually. I'll pick that up. And the shop. I don't really have enough gold for the shop, and this looks like a battle, so we'll take it.
The mother of all soul catchers.
But yeah.
Have to take care of that butterfly ball.
The difference in like just how quick this combat is and how many hits you can tank is very important. There's a difference in playing. Like, there's no way I could have this level of chaos in Hades 2 currently and come out alive.
Farewell for now, sinister ball of butter.
You traveled rather far down there since last we met, my kin, and that means you have dealt incalculable death. I must commend you thus.
Thank you. Special inflicts doom. Yeah, actually, I kind of would prefer that. I mean, just the general increase in attack and stuff, but getting heroic boon here for an upgraded one, I'll take that. I lose the crit, but it means I can hit doom across many things.
Got a bite. Looks like a clam.
Another catch. Do I look like I want to talk to you?
Not really, but you know. Next 5 chambers should give me some heals. And we'll take the HP, because I'd rather have the HP here.
Out of my way.
But it's something where I am vastly aware of the differences between the two games, to the point where I'd even say they're more different styles of the same game. Like, some of the benefits I find is like the way they treated Scorch, which in this case would be like something like Hangover from the last one.
Need to press on.
I am on the side of Scorch. Like, 100%. I prefer a Scorch, without a doubt. But yeah, also, like, the introduction of the sprint, I think was made out of a necessity for the style of game they had, which is, again, it's not a bad thing, it never is. It's just, it's a different style of game. But it's something you've got to be, like, aware of. They're suddenly like, ooh, I can sprint. I probably should upgrade the, dodge, because it does deal passive damage quite a lot. And this is probably one of the first runs where I've actually decided that no, it's not. Not really, it's the damage. Yeah, I mean, it's where I've actually decided to upgrade weapons and abilities, because, like, or the abilities themselves. Because normally I wouldn't bother doing that. But I guess I'm turning over a new leaf, eh? You hear that, folks? Frozen Melon has finally decided that he needs to upgrade his abilities to actually do damage. Rather than just having more abilities with, like, particular styles, I now realize I need to have stronger abilities rather than just, yeah, that's kind of funny. At least to me, it's kind of funny.
Good enough to eat.
Increase the doom, increase the dash, yeah. It's so much passive damage that I'd rather increase that. And we'll go to a shop because we're more likely to get other stuff. Plus I'm at full health now. Upgrade one thing we already have. Thunder Dash is brilliant.
I commend you for your efforts.
Athena's Aid. And then my cast deflecting. That's way too good. Hi, Charon. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to use the same design as the old Charon, but it's funny to me, out of all of the people that they've given, like, character models for in the speech department, they've missed off Charon. Like, he will get one, and it'll probably still look amazing, and they're probably finalising it.
Theseus, before you flap your ghostly gums at me again, I'd like to hear from good Asterius this time. He almost never gets a word in thanks to you.
The king speaks for the both of us, short one. Though if you wish to hear me say something to you, I will oblige.
And I too shall oblige. That is, oblige my trusty spear, which yearns to penetrate your soft and vulnerable, altogether pallid flesh. Now die!
Okay, I didn't realise how much I missed Theseus's voice. You know, just saying it out of that sort of stuff. I didn't realise how much I actually missed his voice. But yeah, this fight does remind me of the Sirens, which is interesting. Because then after this, technically, is where you would normally face Cerberus, but you kind of get away with that fight. Which is kind of interesting because, like, in Hades 2, after Sirens is that fight. I mean, to be honest, this is probably the most overpowered sword run I've ever gotten, other than the vampire blade that I had before.
Please hold your applause.
Let's go meet my shade. I always forget the shade.
Sure, my good shade.
But yeah, it is fairly interesting. And let's upgrade that. What else do we get? Yeah, I'm not saving anything else for that. Armor removal, that's great. And some healing, just in case. I forgot I had that from my cast. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the direction where the game's going to go, but like I said, the original Hades will always have that kind of soft spot, which I will always continue to play,
The world's entryway.
even in comparison to the new one coming out. Fish. Not too sure on like some of the newer characters and stuff like that, but then like they haven't grown on me as much as like the old ones have. Take the heart, rather increase my max life. Oh, I didn't get the health for that. Take the Artemis Boon, because I really want that Artemis Boon, and we'll probably take the upgrade as well. Oop. But that's why I kind of wanted to make sure that we get some health back, because that's going to do us the world of good. But yeah, I said I enjoy both games, and I think they can be both enjoyed separately. Like, I don't think you need to play one to play the other. Although it's kind of nice to know where some of the characters come from, and also have that nostalgia. Like, I think it's quite kind of like a small part of the overall games for both of them. But yeah, the dodge mechanics and everything else just seem a lot more faster within the new Hades, so... Man, that went down. Criticals deal even more damage, I'll take that.
I'll make every strike count.
Probably should have taken the call, but... that is fine. Take the level, because I would like to get something on the level. Get rid of the poison. But yeah. I'm just wondering kind of like where the direction will go with the updates and stuff like that. Because they either could kind of like mimic the gameplay of this game, make it like really fast, but I think that's a terrible idea. Especially seeing as some of the particular weapons revolve around this that sort of slower style of play. Or they could just tweak things like the dodge just being a bit more efficient.
No use.
What's in here? Some life would be nice. To be honest, that'll do. Getting some life back from enemies. But yeah. I don't know. there's a distinct difference between the two games, and I just hope whatever design they come across, it's not just taken from player feedback, but also kind of like what they wanted to accomplish in the first place. Attack steam more damage would be nice, actually. Well, no. Upgrading the lightning chance. Yeah, just increase the deflect at that point. I didn't get anything else I wanted from there.
Got to keep searching.
That we do. Take the Artemis thing.
You hunted down a real bargain there in Kelron's shop. Though, how about we try a slightly bigger deal on for size right now?
I will take the call here. Guess we'll get gold here. I'm probably going to go through all of them anyway, so this makes a difference. But we are very low on life. I love how I got a 15% chance there to try and actually get health and heal it from one enemy. Nope, save the call, let's move on. But yeah, I do like, I kind of prefer the faster paced combat to in Hades as a standard. But that's my own personal preference. It's not like it's a detriment to the other game at all. By that one.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
To level up to two of them. To level 2 levels. The jolt could be interesting. So the jolt gives me a lot more damage, which will probably trigger more often if they attack, which they probably might not end up doing. But the Curse of Pain will always be useful because I'll be inflicting that every time I get the opportunity to.
The prince persuades the underworld's ferocious guardian to move aside.
Thank you, boy.
That's the other thing as well. I think within like this game, there is a good opportunity for you to complete the game on your first run. It will be difficult, but you can do it. But I think that level of difficulty is what the standard is in Hades 2.
Nice night, no?
No, people playing on like 30 heat plus.
She was the queen. Queen of the underworld. My queen. Commanding reverence and awe and fear. She was not just... what was the term you used? A consolation prize. You are as disrespectful to her as you are to me.
But you don't explain yourself, doesn't make it easy.
Oh, what would you even know? You claim so much respect for her, yet you didn't even respect her enough to tell her what happened after she left. But, what am I saying? I know you love her still, Father. That best explains all the terrible choices you've made.
All the terrible choices I've made. By the time you have existed for as long as I have, pray you will have made fewer. Although I fear you shall surpass me in at least this one regard.
Sick burn. Ah, come on, Hades, really? Like, do we have to go invisible just to prove that you're an idiot? I can do a good amount of damage to him. just hate the fact they can always
Oh, hi. Remember me?
How dare that? Treasures of the underworld, heed me.
really again we're going with this stupid chariot. That's one Death Defiance down. That's fine. Oh good, I can pretty much one-shot those. Second Death Defiance down. I will save the Greater Call for like the next phase.
Get up.
You tell him.
Come on and die.
Picked up their scent.
I have something for you.
Oh, really? The boiling blood. Yeah, there's a little less damage from that. Not used to the aggressiveness of the sword. So, I have used a lot of my Death Defiances because of that.
I have them in my sights.
Just let that go off.
This is for your own good.
That's not good.
By the power of Skelly.
Ah, come on. I took way too much damage. I was so close. That's my own fault. I tried just to DPS it down and take the hits, which, again, is a bad idea.
Beat him.
Is a bad idea indeed.
What? Oh, that's funny. Nothing on my list at all this time, except I could have sworn I saw you walk right out of the pool back there. I'll have to have this thing looked at.
I guess so. Father and Cerberus must still be up there.
Do you miss it yourself, Lord Achilles, sir? The freshness of the air? The need to have meals several times a day and such?
I scarce remember it, my friend. Although your songs do stir up memories sometimes. I'm used to things the way they are, I think. But you, not so much?
Oh, on the contrary, sir. I am profoundly satisfied. We are most fortunate to have employment even after death. Imagine merely resting for eternity when you could work.
Now that you mention it, I can't.
I can.
That's funny.
This looks to be an excellent investment contractor. Go on and make it so.
There we go. We get to use all of those gems we had. Get a massive upgrade to all.
Can you tell me something more of Chaos, Nyx? I have a lot of questions.
My place is not to speak too openly of chaos, child. It is their own prerogative to tell you of themselves. I can say they are the eldest force within this world. Before them, there was nothing.
Then where did... Never mind.
But where did they come from? Who knows? Who knows indeed. Everyone will sacrifice the blood for a diamond in it, I think.
Looks
We'll have to
like
think
they
about
do Here, you can have these, Chef.
that. All the fish.
All right, then.
And... use gems to get keys, then get nectar. Is that the way we want to go, or... Thoughts and thoughts and thoughts. Might as well get the last bits of upgrades as well, because that's what we always do. God's Pride.
The power of darkness.
But yeah, there's a they haven't unlocked other mechanics in
Come
the
on,
original.
mate, won't you say who hired you? Was it Achilles? Couldn't have been Nyx. Is it that big a deal?
I am an individual of some integrity, boyo, and protect my sources with my life. You'll have to kill me if you want to make me squeal.
Well, he said to kill him, so you know. Did he say that and will it work? Who knows?
Miss me, boyo?
Nah, it didn't work. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying both games. I'll still upload probably both as well. They might be more sporadic.
Find day or whenever to get me out of here.
But yeah, I plan on streaming on Tuesday, which probably when this one goes up will probably be the day after. So yeah, hopefully I get to see you guys there anyway. Again, if you enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.